Hey guys, I'm just going to go through this, and while I yammer about something, if I still have more stuff to yammer about, then I'll go through my second one. I used to do this as a drill every day for several weeks. Now I still do it fairly often, but now I'm allowed to put a ball back up if I miss it. I've tweaked it over the weeks and whatever. This particular sequence, I believe, is the hardest sequence for me. I'm shooting this in order: one into that pocket, two into this pocket, three into this pocket, four in this pocket. So I'm having to go back and forth. And the one is like at the easiest angle. The 13, 15, 11, 14, those are pretty tough angles. So I want this to get more tough as I go along, because the whole point of this was not to practice making the shot. It was to work on pressure that could be building within me as I go. Like I said, I had to finish these. If I didn't finish them, I had to put them all back up and start over. And that was annoying. So even though I didn't think I felt pressure, I kind of did. The results show that I did. I missed the last few balls a lot more than I missed the first few balls. Anyway, so anybody that's a long time viewer of my channel probably maybe notice, that I have changed my physical style yet again. I have a million different physical styles, and I'm always changing them. And it's not always just because I'm bored and I feel like it. It's because I'll find something and it'll work, for a couple days, a week. I've had a couple that have even lasted like 2 weeks, and then it'll completely fall apart. And I'll have to go to something else. In this case, I guess it's a little bit different. This particular style, which I'm just calling a jabby style, it's much over a jabby stroke, not much of a follow through, almost no pausing in my backswing. This is the only style in over 40 years of shooting that I've been able to make combination shots with. The only one. I can bank a ball with most of the styles I've ever used. I can shoot a regular shot with most of the styles I've ever used. Play safe, speed control, whatever you need with most of the styles I've ever used. But one out of several billion different styles have I ever been able to make combinations. And that's with this type of a jabby type of a stroke. And it's, I still don't make every combination shot I ever shoot at. But I make one every now and then, and by God, that's better than I do with anything else. So I'm kind of, I don't know, I guess I decided I'm just going to stop fighting it. And I'm just going to, instead of trying to get combinations to work with other styles, I think I'm just going to try to get better at other styles, at other types of shots, with this particular style. There's not a whole lot that I have to do, because this is already pretty accurate for me. It doesn't have as good of a stroke as some of the things, if I got to do a power draw or whatever. But if I have to do a power draw, that probably means I screwed up my shape anyway. So it's my fault. Now that I've yammered about that, the thing I really wanted to talk about was what I think are probably the three components to shooting a pull shot. I know in the past I've talked about two of them. I don't remember if I've talked about the third one, but the three are judgment. What do I have to do to put this 10 in? I'm standing up here when I'm figuring it out. How much of a cut is it? What am I going to do as far as leave and all that? In this case, I'm taking ball in hand. So, but in a regular game, this is the judgment thing. Where do I want to hit the cue ball? All that stuff. And then the other thing I know I've talked about is execution. Once I know what it is I want to do, can I do it? And can I do it consistently? Try to miss that shot. They get difficult up in here. They really do. If they hit that side rail at one of these angles, they're not going to go in. Not at the speed I'm hitting them at. Anyway, so you have to be able to see, well, what it is you need to do. In this case, have a very slight cut, for example, on the 11. Very slight cut. But it is a cut. I have to recognize that. That's the judgment part of it. The execution is, can I do that? Can I stroke straight, in other words? Or is it going to be some random motion going on? Can I stroke straight? The third part, well, it's alignment. I need to be aligned correctly. It doesn't do me any good at all to know exactly what I want to do. It doesn't do me any good at all to be able to stroke perfectly straight if my alignment is wrong. I think I need to get that specific attention. It is no longer a part of execution for me. Used to be, okay, judgment, cool. And this was all part of execution, getting in alignment and then stroking straight. I have to separate those because I found myself getting some of my alignment wrong. I'd go to shoot a shot. Say I just want to shoot something, I want to shoot to 11 straight at that middle diamond. And I would go on and get lined up. And right now that was right. But I would find myself, I'm getting lined up. And I don't know if you can see that diamond, but I'm not lined up right anymore. So I have to do that. So judgment, alignment, and execution. This is a slight cut to my left. I didn't forget. This is going to be a slight cut to my right. I give myself ball in hand on these shots, but I'm not going, oh my gosh, that's a cut. I better move it a little bit. It's always going to be pretty close to a cut. I went through, you can see on that shot, I cheated it to that side quite a bit. It still went in easily because I know if it hit the long rail on the wing at this angle, it was not going to go in the pocket. It was going to jaw out. It was going to sit there and laugh at me. Now this is a little bit more than just a slight cut. I didn't really like the way that one felt. I felt like I paused way too long back here. But that's where the pressure comes in. That's the reason I was doing these. 2024 for me is going to be the year of practice, not just the year of playing and trying to, I guess, just randomly improve because I've been playing a lot. Specific practice like this, mostly mental practice. It's like let's practice making the 14. Let's practice making a straight in shot with ball in hand. A secondary benefit maybe, but the point of it is when I was shooting these as daily chores, the pressure would be there because I would know, hey, if I miss this 15 right now, I've got to put them all back up and start over. It's kind of annoying, but helpful. And that's how I was able to keep myself going. Just keep telling myself, this is useful practice. Even though it's not particularly fun, it's not playing, I'd rather just be down here just playing. It is useful. And that's how I managed to keep myself going. Very slight cut to my left. Very slight cut. So there's those.